Mike Israetel keeps finding new ways to scar me for life. I mean, last time we checked in with All My Key, he was drinking that disgusting tap water decaf coffee that looks like the breeding ground for a virus that's going to start a global pandemic. And today he decided to dress like the representation of every trans woman stereotype from an early 2000s comedy movie as one person. Now I hear you. You might say, hold on, Zoorp, let's let him cook. Let's hear him out. There must be a good reason why he decided to dress himself like this for a public YouTube video. I mean, surely science can explain this, right? Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but he did all of this to follow lean beef patty's back and shoulder workout. I mean, this man will never miss an opportunity to dress like a woman and make gay jokes that don't sound like jokes at all. But take my word for it, Zoorplings, this somehow manages not to be the worst thing about this video. So I thought we should watch together and break down some of the stupid things that Mike Israetel says about working out. So enjoy your meal and your poop at the same time, and let's get into this whole mess.
I'm going to be doing two things in order to do this right. First, I'm leaning. Lean beef patty.
I mean, if you've ever seen Mike Israetel compete on a bodybuilding stage, you might be convinced this is the only lean he knows. Editor, insert the boom sound effect, please.
And the second thing is I refuse to do this workout as myself. So for my next stroke, I will become lean beef patty. Oh, ta-da, bitches. So clearly, I'm lean beef patty.
This is definitely up there as one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen. And I've watched the jar video in middle school because, you know, I was in middle school. This could very well be considered an act of terrorism on the eyes. So I'm not sure if I should blur this out or if I can even show this in a YouTube video. Sorry I didn't give you a Mike Israetel as a woman jump scare warning there. But let's break down his actual opinions and feedback on the lean beef patty workout because things just get increasingly dumber from this point on.
I know technically lean beef patty is actually like a super down to earth cool person, but I don't do that impression. I just have no idea what that's like because I'm not.
Kids, just look at this physique. If this doesn't deter you from doing steroids, I don't know what will. This could be you on roids. You could look like this. Please stay natural, kids. Jesus Christ.
Warming up with a jump rope, especially on like an upper body day, is really great because you're like moving your arms. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's go. Check this out.
Do I have to jump rope to warm up like her?
We haven't even started the workout and this man is already trying to find excuses not to do it. I mean, Mike Israetel does look like he hasn't jumped in like 10 years other than to reach the top shelf of his fucking kitchen. But like, holy buckets, man. It's 5 minutes of jumping rope. She's not like asking you to run an ultra marathon before your workout. And if you think this is the last thing he's gonna change about this workout, you're dead wrong. He's basically not gonna follow it at all because, you know, he has to be the expert. He has to be the fucking science guy with a fucking fake PhD. He has to do things the scientific way, dude. You can't follow lean beef patty's workout in a video about following lean beef patty's workout. I mean, it just gets worse after every single exercise. It's actually insane.
Oh god, the hair is really getting in my face. Jesus Christ. La la la.
Editor, please make Mike Israetel fucking explode while he's doing jump rope. Thank you very much.
I usually like to start with pull-ups. The total, I'm going to be doing 40. So pretty much, I usually try to do just like 4 sets of 10, but it can be, you know, any number between that. 5, 12, 15, 8, it's whatever.
Yeah, we saw how good Mike Israetel is at pull-ups in that Chris Hernia video, but I actually really love this from Lean Beef Patty. I'm actually doing this in my own program. I like to set a pull-up number and just hit it in a certain amount of sets. The one extra Zoorp tip I would give to you guys that are also doing this, count the amount of sets that you do it in. This not only gives you clear progression from like week to week and month to month. Like if you did 40 pull-ups in 10 sets and then next month you did 40 pull-ups in 7 sets, you've clearly gotten stronger, but it also stops you from doing bullshittery like, you know, 40 sets of 1 pull-up. So just count the amount of sets and try to make that lower. And then once you hit like 4 sets or 3 sets, just bump the number up. Okay, go from 40 pull-ups to 60 pull-ups. Zoorp has put the tip in. Let's see what Michaela Gisratelia has to say about fucking pull-ups now, because he has some science fucking bullshittery for sure.
So like, what's it take to like run a whole channel all by yourself? Is this your big rig?
I bet when the cameraman applied for a position at the Mike Israetel Corp, he did not expect that his boss would be flirting with him dressed as a woman. This was definitely not in the job description. Editor, please put a fart sound that's soaked in reverb as a transition here. They needed camera trickery to make Mike Israetel look like he can do 6 pull-ups. We saw in the Chris Hernia video that 3 is all he got, baby. This set of 40 either didn't happen or it took like an hour.
Pull-ups are an amazing exercise. And I like that Lean Beef Patty put them first because they're toughest. It's weird when people put pull-ups at the end of the workout. It's like, you're not gonna be able to do as many. My muscle connection might be like meh by then.
I hate to break it to you, Mike, but there are people that do calisthenics that don't find regular pull-ups hard. and just put them at the end of their workout for like a little bit of endurance. You know, they do the hard stuff first, like, you know, front levers and muscle ups and all that shit. And then they do pull-ups at the end of their workout. If you're Mike Israetel and 3 pull-ups is your top set, then yeah, maybe put them at the front of your workout. But there are totally legitimate reasons and athletes that put pull-ups at the end for a specific reason, because guess what? Not everybody has the same fucking goals. But Zoorplings, as you could probably guess, you know, it's a tale as old as time at this point. The video continues to get dumber, so let's get into the next exercise.
Next on the list, lat pull downs. This is a cheat code for my shorter individuals. Take this off, pull it down.
That's real smart, man. When I was showed that for the first time, I was like, what? I don't have to like pretend I'm 5'8".
This man is so short that when he pretends he's taller, he's still short. Okay, Zoorplings, I'm gonna have to break your illusion here. I'm 5'9" myself, I'm a short king, but Jesus fucking Christ, does anybody actually dream of being 5'8"? I mean, this is literally that fucking meme of the guy in a wheelchair looking at the guy that's walking and the guy that's walking looking at the guy in the car. I guess height is just one of those things. You can never imagine somebody wanting to be your height. It just kind of seems crazy that somebody dreams of being taller and in their dreams they're still considered short. Let's get into the fucking lat pull downs, dude.
I'm about to show you one of the most common lat pull down mistakes that I see. When you do a lat pull down, you're wanting to pull to here.
Until the Mario collecting the gold coin sound made itself, I didn't know that that was the correct thing to do. But now, because I grew up during the TikTok generation, I'm clued in.
Brother, you're filming a YouTube reaction video as a middle-aged man dressed as a woman. I think the Mario coin sound effect is the least brain-rotten thing about this whole video.
If you realize you're currently making that mistake, it's nothing to be ashamed of because, you know, you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
I don't know. I think a little bit of shame is good for society. If we had enough shame, I wouldn't be in this outfit. See? Now you agree with me.
Brother, the only reason why nobody shamed you into not wearing that is because the only person you talk to is ChatGPT, and that thing is programmed to just agree with you all the time. Like, between that and the people you pay to be around you because they're your employees, nobody's gonna really tell you no and like that's a bad idea. Also, don't you just love that the guy that's supposed to be educating people on this topic is like, no, we should train people that don't know things. That's like cool. That's fine. Just a little bit, you know? It's their fault for not fucking knowing something and not being born with knowledge. I mean, aren't those just the exact words that you would want to be hearing from a supposed YouTube educator?
Now we're gonna be doing lateral dumbbell raises. This was the shoulder part I was talking about. Just spam them, you know, just spam them.
Just spam them isn't quite up to standard for the advice, but it makes an excellent point. Your shoulders can recover from an unbelievable amount of stimulus, especially from exercise like laterals. This is because your shoulders are not a very large muscle group. They're not very strong in any particular direction. Spamming isn't that far off. I'd love a metric for how many sets and reps to do.
Oh, it's not really up to your scientific standards for advice. This guy has sex with a woman, and when she tells him, go harder, he asks her, well, how many newtons should I put into my fucking hip thrust over here exactly? Let's be specific here, woman. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, just fucking spam them. Holy fuck, it's not that complicated.
I'm going to do something like a little different because I need like fucking bigger delts. I just had enough. And so I'm going to do like a 20 RM weight or so. And I'm going to do a sum total of like 80 reps.
A few things to add here. First of all, why is this man out of breath from just sitting and talking? He finished his last set like 10 minutes ago. He's been sitting here reacting to a video. Why are you out of breath? Holy fucking shit. And second of all, can this dude not put his ego aside for just like one video? You decided to make a video called Trying Lean Beef Patties Workout, and you can't even do the sets and the reps that she prescribes. You have to be the, you know, well, science, brother. I have to get bigger delts and her fucking workout sucks. So to actually get bigger, I have to do fucking 80 reps with like 5 pounds for my lateral raises. My brother in Christ, lean beef, that's crazy to say, he is Jewish. Mike Israetel, she has bigger delts than you, brother. Like, he doesn't even want to try the sets and reps that she prescribes. Like, he is like, no, she's definitely wrong on this. I don't even need to try it in a video about trying things. Like, just even trying it, they're like, no, I gotta do my thing because I'm the smartest and I know the best, okay? It's fucking crazy, dude.
Now we're gonna do curls. It's gonna be a superset of heavy hammer curls, supersetted with pretty light, high rep, just regular supinated curls. Heavy, we're gonna be aiming for 8 to 10 reps. Now we're gonna aim for like 20 or 25 of these.
Whoa.
I think that Woe told you everything. Low reps and hammer curls are fucking Mike Israetel's kryptonite. She might as well told him to fucking jump off a building at this point. He would rather do that than do low reps of hammer curls. This man is just disgusted by the idea of them for some reason.
I typically am not a big fan of hammer curls because if you notice, almost all of your pulling movements you do, pull-ups, rows, etc., are in that position anyway. It's a forearm flexion of the muscles responsible for that, or is already well taken care of.
This is Mike Israetel's arm, and as you can clearly see, the muscles that are worked by the fucking hammer curl are clearly underdeveloped here, which should tell you something, and that is to do fucking hammer curls. First of all, hammer curls are the fucking coolest thing in the world. You put a hammer and a curl, everything that has the word hammer in it is just fucking sick as fuck. Like hammer fall, Thor's hammer, hammer curls. Second of all, just because a muscle gets activated in a different movement, like yeah, your brachialis and your forearm flexors get activated during pull-ups and like rows, but guess what, your biceps also get activated during pull-ups. Does that mean you shouldn't work biceps in general? No, you should do hammer curls as well, right? Your quads get activated when you're using leg drive on bench. That doesn't mean you should skip leg day. Okay, you should skip leg day, but not because it gets activated on the bench, but because the professor said so, and what he says goes. Like, I just don't see his fucking point. Just do hammer curls, kids. They're good and they're fun. And hey, who fucking knows? Maybe you'll actually grow some muscle from them.
But like when I looked at this, Scott and Max sent me a few lean beef workouts to pick from. I had a pull day anyway. I was like, damn, dude, this is pretty hard. Like the movement selection and stuff, the amount of volume, the logic of the sequencing is like kind of damn good, you know? And it's also, you guys notice something really interesting. It's super basic, you know? Pull-ups, pull-downs, some rows, some lateral, some curls. You can use machines, you can use different rep ranges, you can use different angles.
He goes on to give a positive verdict for this workout, even though he like didn't do half of it. What a surprise. Doing pull-ups and pull-downs and fucking lateral raises is a good workout. Like, yeah, we needed a fucking fake scientist to tell us that. Zorplings, watch this video where I go over Mike Israetel's cutting diet. If you like this video, you'll love that one. That one is just as disturbing, if not even a little bit more disturbing, which is a lot because we saw him dressed as a woman in this video. So watch that, and I'll see you gamers in the next one. Zoorp out.